So basically speaking, I want to do my hair and then my makeup for the day. So what type of hairstyle? Okay. So basically I am going to do a French. I think it's called a chignon or chignon, but I'm gonna do a French bun. It's quite simple. So from the back, I'll show you. So you gather your hair, and my hair's going kind of long. So the way you do it, you get it in your hand, and I'll first explain. But you twist it to one direction in a way that it's like a normal twist, and then before you go around the full circle, so like you start here, right, and then you go to the right. You only go like 90 degrees or 180 degrees, so halfway through the whole circle, or maybe a fourth through the whole cycle too. So then you go up and you keep twisting it, but upward. So basically, the first twist is normal. After that, you twist in an upward direction, so vertical. And that's how you do it. And then I take a pencil or a pen or a needle, like meant for hair, and you weave it in. Oh, and that last part, if you have long hair, that last part um you end up tucking it in the hair. So I'll do it again. Um so yeah, that's how you do that part. I also have to cut my bangs a little bit. So now I'm going with my Fenty Beauty concealer. Or is it foundation? It's foundation. And this is how I do it. I think a little goes a long way. So you just take a pump and you like dab it in one area. So like my right cheek side. This one was 2 pumps this time. And I go with my hand in on it because I like the amount of control I have in a certain area compared to a brush. But like again, Fenty Beauty has a very nice foundation for coverage. Yeah. So now my left side. Today I seem to be using 2 pumps. So I have a bit of dryness here And it looks kind of like rough, so maybe I should go in with another layer. And this time I pumped it on my hand. And we're going to try the brush. It looks better. It looks better. I'm assuming I'm hormonal, I guess. Makes sense. It's around that time of the month. But, well, also there was a little bit here, but less. And there's still some on my forehead. I guess it's like the T-zone and the cheek. I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. If anybody has any ideas, put it in the comments. That's really, really worse. Maybe today was not a good day for foundation if I'm that close to my menstrual cycle. It's a possibility. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. So basically, I am completely done with base, except I should probably, I don't know, is it considered base? Like bronzer, foundation, uh, not foundation, no, bronzer and blush. Also, I have to choose what color I'm gonna do today because my shirt is like black and white sweater. And I'm wearing a so I'm wearing a black and white, like creamish white sweater with a cream skirt. Yeah. Today's starting slow. Oh no. But my nails, I just realized what the issue was. My nails are purple. Yeah. I really want to use this Huda Beauty blush. It smells tropical to me. I've never noticed that. When I use the Huda Beauty blush filter, it basically like it comes out like in a weird way, but then you can like fix it. But like I rarely, like I think I've only done this once when I use a brush to apply it, and it's not as pigmented as I want. So I'm gonna go back in with the blush because I'm assuming if something goes wrong and I need to take off my foundation, I would. Or I could put a third layer um, for my cheeks and it should be fine. So it's not like it's not a problem per se. Oh look, that looks like a heart. Oh, look, that looks like a heart. That's super cute. So what it is when it's a thick consistency, not blurred out, it comes really spot on. But then when you go to blend it, if it's like picking up small amounts and spreading it around, it doesn't do it with the same darkness. So what I'm saying is like if you put a um a swatch here, okay, that like dark spot really doesn't blend out, but like but but like you have to put more effort into blending it out. Okay, so basically I have this cream color fix palette, but it's cracked in half. Okay, and it's from J Camp Masterclass color palette. I got it from the like Asian beauty store in the mall. Okay, and I think it's fairly new to me. Um, but I think I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of like bronzer, but I'm wondering what color to use. So my ideology on this type of makeup. Let's see. They have right color either. None of these colors are perfect. Okay, so here's what I do know. So bronzer is for adding color to a very pale face. Because basically when you do concealer or foundation, it basically is an extra layer, but it's just one color. It can conceal on its own. So basically, it will make your face look flatter or less like less features. So bronzer adds features. Contour, yes, contour adds features too, but features that didn't exist. The whole point is to have color that is, I believe, for concealer, I'm assuming not concealer, contour. Contour. Okay. So contour, so features that didn't exist before, you're gonna want to go with the undertone of your hair from what I've seen. And then so my undertone is like very uh brassy, like bluish grayish. So I'm assuming none of these colors are good for that. So other than that, you could do bronzer, which is also a good idea for me. But I'm assuming the undertones have to be in the eye bag. Like if you have eye bags and like you're green or a red, like eye bag, skin tone, or like look at your wrist. And if you're like a green or a red, then I'm assuming you want to go with more of a like a like a green or a red type of concealer or bronzer in this case. But then like if you have natural blue coming out of your eye bags, I would assume go for the more purple, gray, mauve type things. Which, yes, whoever wants to say this can, but like if you're thinking that like we're doing like bronzer and contour all wrong, I feel like that's the case. Unfortunately, I don't have the right color, and I will tell you, I don't have a color to do bronzer unless it's eyeshadow. I wonder what would be wrong with using eyeshadow in this case, other than it could come out patchy. But you know what? I'm home today. Gonna try it. We're gonna talk about it. Because I got a lot of eyeshadow. I just don't have a lot of bronzer. Because I just never went into it. But my eye bags are naturally like green and red, I've heard. So basically, the reason why is because if you see those natural colors in your eye bags, so I guess it's a good thing to know what your eye bags look like at one point. But like if you have natural greens and reds like me, then you're gonna have to bring that out in bronzer, which is the natural features that get washed away with foundation or concealer. But if you're gonna do contour, you're like saying, I'm gonna have to like go an extra level deeper. So you do the undertones of your hair, I think brings out most contour. Like if you look at someone's hair and they have highlights, lowlights, you're practically like thinking like all about definition and like shape and like the word contour. Okay, so I have a ColourPop palette. It's called Play It Jewel. The color graded is a very like it almost gives blonde, but it's like more mauve. So it has a little bit of purple and a little bit of gray and blue. So are we going to contour today or not? I'm not sure yet, but that would be a really good contour shade and a really good bronzer shade in this palette. Does not exist because it's a shimmer. Exist here. I'm kind of happy I don't have bronzer and contour shades yet because it would be a whole mess in my opinion. You're supposed to go for the airbrushed look. I found another really good contour shade. It's called Studio. Um, This one's a really good bronzer shade if I can blend it in. It's the Urban Decay Naked Robin Els. Is it Essenberg or Elsenberg? It's Essenberg, I think. So Urban Decay Essenberg. Robin Essenberg palette. In the color Solar Storm. This is a messy day because I still haven't gotten to any color at all. I'm really happy that I chose red for my lipstick in that case. I'm really artistic, and that's like why I don't mind like playing around with makeup. So let's get a move on. Do I have a purple? I do kind of have a Morphe that's purple. I have a ColourPop that's purple. I have a Ulta Beauty that is purple. I also should probably bring out my black. And I'm going to sharpen. Sharpener is from TJ Maxx. Makeup, I basically either Sephora, Ulta. So this I got from Ulta, but you can find it at Sephora. Okay, so I have red lipstick, have purple nails. If I want it to be on the crunch on time, I'm gonna basically do a reddish purple, which like if you can see, okay, that's the red, that over there, and that's the purple, but like if I was to mix it, it would be like this color, this mauve color. So you basically pack it in, fluff it out, and roll it. And I think what I'm going to do is basically contour um my eyelid. And I got makeup on my skirt. Okay, so I'm really liking how it brings in the the lipstick and the blush. Uh and this was Color Pop. Same vibe. things, Shilpa. Hey, thanks. Okay, so use this on the outer corner to the middle. This for even more of the outer corner, not the middle. And this is Ilya in the color Oscuro. This is Wet and Wild in the color. And this is Color Pop on the half to inner corner. I have no idea. And this white part from the Morphe stick. Into it, over it, in the inner. If borderline looks galaxy.